I will not allow the anti-growth coalition to hold us back.
I'm ashamed of them.
Growth, growth and growth.
A lot of what she said just went over my head. I really had to focus to listen to what she said.
Tax cuts for the richest 1% in our society. Don't forget, don't forgive.
He was passionate, I mean there was energy there, but the devil's in the detail.
Yeah.
Whereas with Truss, there was sort of like less energy. She was more sort of school teacher.
So the party conference season now over. First Labour, then the Conservatives. Big moments for both Liz Truss and Keir Starmer. How did it all go down? We thought that we would find out with a focus group conducted by YouGov, the pollster. We're here tonight in their offices to find out what Britain thinks. We're rolling. Welcome to Blind Days.
We will build a new Britain for a new era.
She needs to go on some presentation skills, some public speaking skills. She needs to do that quickly.
I found the way she spoke at conference very insulting, actually. The way that she talked about people being reluctant to change, and that was the reason that we were not embracing all her ideas. We are not a country which is reluctant to change, but again, it has to be done in a way that we understand and in a measured way that we feel confident in.
She's very abrasive. And I just don't know where she's coming from. She's changed her mind so many times in her life.
The Conservatives, if they don't rally round Liz Truss and make it work, they're committing political suicide.
At the moment, I'm extremely worried about the economic future of the country, particularly worried as a mother of 3 children, not so much for myself, but for the future generation, about their financial security.
We've become used to very low inflation, very low interest rates for a prolonged period of time, which historically have been very unusual for this country. And we possibly have a generation of young people who don't recall high interest rates, higher inflation, and for them they are in uncharted territory. But for us, many of us were around previously when waters were choppy, and it's not as bad at the moment as it was then.
I don't have any faith in the people who are in power not to make sure that it doesn't end up as bad. If okay, things are bad, but if you thought the people who were in control were going to do something about it, you'd say, all right, maybe we're in for a few rough years, but there'll be an end in sight. I have no faith in anyone.
You agree with what?
Yeah, definitely. I agree as well. When I look to the future, it's just been a real long, hard struggle these past few years. Dealing with COVID and, a lot of other things. It's really been hard, and I can't see things getting easier anytime soon.
Okay, things are bad, but if you thought the people who were in control were going to do something about it, you'd say, all right, maybe we're in for a few rough years, but there'll be an end in sight. I have no faith in anyone who's in control.
People haven't prepared for Plan B, and I think a lot of people are going to be caught out by this increased cost of living. But if they were always living in the never land, it's going to be all right for me, Jack, for always, then I think that was also somewhat wishful thinking.
I'm embarrassed by them. I'm ashamed of them.
I voted Conservative because Jeremy Corbyn was the alternative, not because I liked Boris Johnson. Then as time wore on, I just lost complete trust in him. He has no moral compass, and we can't have a leader that just says, "It's your liar."
I think what the Conservative Party should do is go back to what it stands for and to the values that it espouses: law and order, low taxation, high growth, supporting those who have aspirations, rewarding those who work hard, not punishing them. I am glad that the Conservative Party have not tripped up over the shoelaces and delved into issues of wokery or what's fashionable or some of these modern things that seem to be in the Labour Party specifically. They're tripping up on it. So I think that's good that they're not, delving into those sort of things.
It's like weather. It's like a weather vane. It follows the wind, and I think that it involves itself too much on what's fashionable rather than what's important. They are the opposition, and they have failed to show the electorate that they are a government in waiting, that are competent, and that have the answers.
I just think as you polarise, it splits into two halves. You've got the extreme left, and then you've got the middle. And then, for example, you've got Keir Starmer. We don't really know what she believes for, but it seems like he'll say anything to get his politicians' votes.
If they have another leadership election, it may just look all credibility. Exactly.
I actually don't think Liz Truss is going to survive. I think she'll probably gradually give way on various things because she'll watch her popularity ebb away.
I think we'll end up with a Labour government, not because people want a Labour government, but because they are so fed up with the Conservatives, so disillusioned by them, have so little trust in them. We will end up with a Labour government and we might end up regretting it.
7 Conservative voters in the 2019 election, not a single one thought they would be voting for Liz Truss at a general election. It didn't look like there was much way back for the current Prime Minister. But what of Keir Starmer's Labour Party? 4 of them did say that they'd vote Labour, they thought, at this stage in the next election. But listen to those comments. There are a lot of doubts. Is Keir Starmer clear about what he believes? Will he be held hostage by the left? Will a Labour government mean lots more strikes? There are doubts. Tories could yet capitalise on it. Politics, not yet certain.